Phase 3 of AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine study was put on hold due to suspected adverse reaction in a participant in the UK.
Emory's own study is actually looking for more minority participants. CBS 46's Ayanna Crystal live in Atlanta with that story. Ayanna.
Rick, Emory says they are working with black churches and other community-based organizations to build trust to get minorities to participate in the COVID-19 vaccine trial. Now, Dr. Del Rio said today that they all have to work together. It's not about who comes up with the vaccine first, but rather how do we do this well and effective.
The reality is we need minorities to be the first in line for the vaccine.
Emory's Moderna COVID-19 vaccine trial wants 30 to 40% of their participants to be minorities.
It's hard sometimes to enroll minorities for a variety of reasons. Many of them are systemic issues of racism and discrimination, right? There's a history of Tuskegee. There's a history of Henrietta Lacks. There's many other histories of abuse of minorities in clinical research.
Dr. Carlos Del Rio says they have been working to gain trust in the black community, especially since the coronavirus disproportionately affects black people.
And the importance of recruiting minorities into studies is primarily you want to be sure that the most affected populations are represented. You also want to see if there's any differences in those populations.
Both of them lead to secondary infections.
Health experts say it's never been more important to keep the flu at bay, since this fall and winter there will be COVID-19 outbreaks in addition to the flu.
And it is possible to get more than one infection at the same time, and more than one viral infection at the same time. So we don't know what's going to happen if you get flu and COVID. How much more serious will that be?
Dr. Del Rio says people should get their flu shot and continue to take precautions.
While we all want the vaccine, the reality is we can do the right things to prevent and decrease transmission of this virus now.
The southern hemisphere just had a record low flu season, and experts believe it's because people wore their masks, social distance, and washed their hands. Now, people need to know that you can get the flu and COVID-19 at the same time. That's the latest in Atlanta. Ayanna Crystal, CBS 46 News.